Well, he's a Ledyard High School graduate. He's an NBA ref, and he's back home. He's back home in the ECC. Josh Tiven. Josh, you had a chance of 10 years ago. One of your last high school games was reffing an ECC championship down in London High School.
Yeah.
And now you're big time. Now you're in the NBA.
Yeah, but you know what? I come back to these games, I still want to be reffing out here too. It's not the NBA obviously, but great atmosphere. I come in, I feel nostalgic when I walk back into the gym, so it's great to be here. It's fun.
Now, you talk to a lot of the guys, Jigsy out there, Dave Cruz.
Yep.
You follow some of these guys.
Sure.
The challenges that they have as far as refereeing a high school game.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's still going to be managing the players and the coaches. I think amazingly, the high school level, and I've said this before, some of the toughest coaches to deal with are high school coaches. They're so because they're not getting paid millions of dollars, so they're really here doing it because they love the game and it's like just something that they're so passionate about. So it's not about money, it's not about a livelihood. So it almost makes them more insane once in a while. So I think that's the biggest challenge, and then also honestly just consistency every night, trying to be consistent and give the players a fair game.
And Josh, a little bit about your journey. How does one go from doing a game in the ECC final to reffing in the NBA in the big stage?
There's so much luck involved in that. I mean, there's obviously you got to be a pretty decent referee, but there's a lot of luck involved. So just a lot of hard work, a lot of drives down to New York where I could find the best pro basketball that I could find, and then the right people who work for the NBA saw me down there, and it snowballed.
Do you have to love it? I mean, do you have to love it? First of all, you have to love it on any level, whether you're doing a junior high game, a rec game, a high school game, college game.
Yes.
I would assume a love and a passion for your craft catapults you along the way as well.
Big time, absolutely. I've told a lot of people that referees are one of the few sects of people that will drive 5 hours one way to get a $100 bill from under a rock somewhere out there. If you told anyone drive 5 hours one way, 10 hours round trip for $100, most people would say absolutely not. We've done that. We'll drive to Maine for a college game that only paid $100 back then,
right,
and do it just because we didn't even want to get paid. We didn't even care. It was just the love of getting the experience and refereeing a college basketball game or a high school basketball game. That's all it is.
Now, the excitement of working in the NBA, the traveling, we were talking a little bit beforehand. You're going to be in Detroit, you're going to be in Toronto, you're going to be in Atlanta. I mean, is that part of the job that you love, or is that a bit of a grind?
I love every part of the job except being away from my family.
Okay.
Being able to kind of see the country and travel and meet a lot of new people and be in different cities every other night. Yeah, it's a grind, no doubt about it. But to me, it's also a pro of the job. It's a positive. I mean, I get to, in February, go to California. When it's freezing here, I get to be in LA for a couple of days. So I don't mind it at all.
Any critiquing or any kind of words of confidence for the crew tonight?
You know what? They've been doing great. Stay mechanically sound. I tell them before the game, just love your first call. If you love your first call every night, you're off to a good start.
Well, I'll tell you what else Josh Tiven loves to do. He loves to play golf, Casey. And I've been on the links with this guy before. You think you're a big hitter. This guy can sling it, too. You get a chance to play golf on the road, Josh?
If I see Phoenix on my schedule, there's a chance. And that's because I have a good friend there who's got a nice set of clubs for me, who's a great player. So, and I just was there a couple weeks ago. I got a round in. So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, Josh, continued success in the NBA. We love having you back in Southeastern Connecticut.